Warning, the following video might contain some elements that might not be suitable for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the Super Mario World series, which is made by Geek Entertainment in 1991? Well, speak of an episode that never passed. This will be episode 14. After episode 13, Mama Luigi, Deacon made 14 episodes that aired, but the series was canceled over a lost episode that never was released due to its violent content and black humor. Well, I work on that series. My job was to watch episodes of Super Mario World. The episode was screened with 7 people I work with. 7 geek executives, 3 children, 8 people I did not know, and me. We saw Mama Luigi. The episode where Luigi tells Yoshi a story about how he found him and rescued the princess. Episode 14 started. The episode began with the Super Mario World music as always, but the quality of the animation was bad, like a movie made in the 1970s. And the title screen was made by hand. The title of the episode was The Big Suicide. And the letters below the title said, written by Lucifer. The cheerful music was playing as always, but something was wrong. The music was in reverse. Luigi was running around, behaving like an idiot, while an annoying Mario walked behind him. But the voices were those of the original actors, so we kept watching. Luigi stopped and Mario hit him in the face, Ren and Stimpy style. The princess and Yoshi are working elsewhere for about 10 seconds until Koopa appears and captures the princess. Yoshi goes and tells Mario about what happens to the princess, but Yoshi was speaking Russian, so nobody could understand what Yoshi said. After that, the screen went black for a minute. When he returned, Mario and Luigi were in the castle, and Koopa had photorealistic eyes. He began to laugh diabolically for 2 minutes, and we heard an evil laugh so realistic that we were impressed. As if the laughing were really that, Koopa. Koopa dropped the princess in lava, and Princess screamed in agony. Mario and Luigi were shocked to see that, while Yoshi became hysterical, but the audio was silent. Yoshi rushed forward and began to eat Koopa, but the video quality became fuzzy. After Yoshi had blood dripping from his teeth. The scene changes to Mario's house. Luigi was crying with his face in his hands, but he only made a loud buzzing noise. The camera zoomed into Luigi's face over the course of 2 minutes, while the buzzing became louder as if Luigi was screaming. The children in the room were running around. The viewers were panicking, and the executives were nothing but frightened. There was a sudden flash of a frame, but it was too fast for most of us to see. I saw it in detail. Here was Yoshi with eyes, dripping blood in his body riddled with bullet holes. This frame was drawn in a realistic sketch style. Luigi slowly looked up, also with blood dripping out of his eyes, all drawn realistically. Mario chased Luigi into an unknown house, where the inside walls were covered with blood, and corpses and bodily organs all over the floor. Mario ran to the house, pulled out a knife, and started stabbing Luigi violently for over a minute. The executives were outraged and decided to get us all out of the room. The door was locked, trapping us all in. Next thing was the image of Luigi hung on a rope. His eyes had disappeared, blood dripping from his mouth. Mario had photorealistic eyes and stared at the camera for 40 seconds. In a arrogant voice, he said, "This had to happen sometime." Mario pulled out a gun and killed himself. The blood splashing onto the screen. The last spacing with a picture of the princess's body burned and bloody, with no arms. Yoshi's voice said, "Spread the word." Then the episode ended. We finally managed to get outside, where most of the executives went mad. The test viewers were traumatized. The children were terrified enough to not be able to speak. We called the police about what happened and explained that they were unable to identify the person who was in the episode. So all we could do was erase any memory of that episode. And yeah, they only went to episode 14. If we contact Geek, they'll tell you that they have no record of such an event or episode. So that was Super Mario World lost episode. Fun thoughts on this creepypasta. It's laughably bad. Oh, since it's just a typical creepy last episode creepypasta story. With the hyper realistic stuff and and like some pretty and like oh, I just worked on this episode and it's actually pretty dark and we had to the hell the test screen thing out, which is kind of similar to that freaking monster truck incident from like 2014, I think, or was it 2015? When they have like the original design of Creech, I think that was the creature's name, and yeah, this is kind of like just your average last episode creepypasta. But with like some typical cliches that there's kind of prevented from being good. Especially I just kind of laugh over how ridiculously silly this one is. Especially the whole that character speaking in a different language. I think that's a ripoff of that the Black Friday incident creepypasta with that part of there's like Spanish text on the screen, which that's kind of typical, for a cliche, I think. But yeah, pretty kind of a mediocre creepypasta, But yeah, especially to just have try not to laugh myself on how stupid this one is. But anywho, I just hope you guys enjoyed this video and like and comment this video and subscribe for more content. So this is Mr. Freddy here, and I'm out of here.